Good day, puppy lovers. I have little Henry with me today. Here we are, little Yorkie. Here, little Yorkie. Yorkie, Morkie. Sorry, I mean Morkie, not Yorkie. So today he gets his nice short cut, and we're gonna go really short on his face. Mom asked me to do shorter than the last time. I'm gonna make sure this is nice and warm. And we're going to give him 2 shampoos and a facial. There, little one. Gotta be warm enough to take his hair out. Yeah. Always gotta be warm enough. Wait, now it's nice and warm. Okay? Alright, let's get this done. So, I've groomed him a few times. And he's got some squirm in him. He can squirm. So, even for his feet, I have to do his feet. Him facing me, apparently, that's what I wrote down. So, it shouldn't be too long to wash because he's so tiny. I'm gonna wash him here. They always do that. They always want to turn and turn. I gotta get to your tail. I do. Gotta get to your tail. Apparently, he's going on vacation. He's gonna be leaving. He's going to Quebec. He's gonna go visit his aunt. Well, not his aunt, but his mom's aunt. So. He is so small. Look at this. It's about the little, maybe about the size of my arm. And do the front here. Sometimes you gotta lift them when they're too small like that. Yeah. So this is another no edit video. And as I've mentioned before, I am trying this out to see if this is something you guys enjoy, or I just don't edit. I'm fine with the no editing or the editing. The no editing is almost like doing a live, but without you guys being live, without being live. Doing a live without being live. And that's fine. I'm going to get this little face here. He's so tiny. Just a drop. Just a drop. You're doing a good job, you know. He really is, guys. A little bit shaky. That's normal. That's normal. There. I'm going to rinse it out. Rinse out that soap. And then we'll give him a second shampoo. I always like to give the second shampoo because the first shampoo goes to get all of that dirt, pulls it right out. And then the second shampoo comes in and ensures that everything is out. And this is an antibacterial shampoo, so it helps with odors. And it's also a 2-in-1. I really want his coat to be nicely hydrated and, you know, conditioned. I'm just going to wipe him up a bit so that I can get to his ears here, rinse that out. And then I rinse the front where I hold his little nose like that to be sure that he doesn't get water in his little nose. If your dog is sneezing and sneezing and sneezing when you're doing this, that's because you're getting water in his nose. And if this was a little Shih Tzu, and even him, he's got a very short snout. If he was a Shih Tzu, and then have that little nose that's really close to the eyes, that water would go straight to the lungs. We don't want that. So when it comes to a Shih Tzu, I usually don't soap up around the eye area. I'll do around the cheeks, just like around the cheeks here, but I won't come in between the eyes with any soap. What I will do is I will wait to be at the table and I'll clean with the product and use my rounds and my flea comb, and I'll get into there with that because I don't want to have to get soap in his eyes, in their eyes, and I don't want to get any other, I don't want to get soap and I don't want to get water. Sorry, just concentrated here. Sometimes you would think that a smaller dog is easier to do. It's not always the case because when they're tiny, sometimes I pull them really hard on their leg or something. And you're trying to work with it. You just don't want to end up dislocating a shoulder or something because they'll pull till, they'll pull. So if they pull too much, you got to kind of move with them. Kind of got to move with them. I'm going to put this on your head here around your neck because I don't want you jumping out while I get the shampoo. I got some shampoo. This is the nice blueberry. I think this is one of my favorite parts of the bath. Is when I do the facial. I love getting in there around those little eyes, massaging their cheeks, around the nose. So I have timestamps below if ever you're not interested in watching this whole bathing process. Just so you know. Okay, let's rinse them out. And we're done. Not as long, huh? Not as long as another dog, or the bigger dogs. Hey Henry, how was Christmas for you? Oh, Christmas time. Was it Christmas time nice? Did you get any gifts or any bones or any new chew toys? I know mine did. I got some treats for them. I got one of those laser pointers. And my dog is crazier about it than my cats. One of my cats likes it, but the other one, my little Sphinx, she's like, I don't really care. All right. You know what? I got a nice... It just came in from Amazon. I got a house coat for you. Yeah, people were angry with me because apparently you guys are too cold. Too cold after the bath while I'm cleaning out your ears, so I got a house coat. Usually I'll put, sometimes, it depends. Sometimes I'll put a little towel over them while I'm doing their ears. Sometimes I'll just take that towel off, they'll be moving around so much it doesn't hold. This house coat's gonna be a little too big for him. I wanted to try this size, the size I'll show you in a second. I wanted to try and see, sorry, I'm looking at the time here. See the size, how it fits and all, but it's gonna be a little too big for him for sure. I think it's gonna be a lot too big for him. It's okay, I'll wrap them with it just the same. And then I'll just get smaller sizes. I tried looking for smaller sizes actually, and I couldn't find very, like this size. For some reason, they only make them for, bigger dogs or... I don't get it. We'll have to make my own. Just wrapping him with a towel is enough anyway. My towels are... I have little hand towels. All right. You seem to be okay. Just block that ear here, make sure that we get everything on the side. On the side here, everything's fine. So we don't have any coughing or choking or sneezing. That means this little one did not get anything in his eyes or in his ears, in his mouth. No shaking. No shaking of the head. They'll do that sometimes. It just tickles. I'm sorry, I'm being annoying. I gotta rinse. Get that belly really good. No, I'm not rinsing enough means an itchy dog. So let's do this. Okay, we're done. Take all this water out. I like to get most of the water out with this washcloth first, and then I'll come in with the towel. There, that's good enough. Nice and clean. Okay, towel time. I'm going to set him on the table, tie him, and grab my phone. Little pup is right there, secured on the table, and I'm keeping an eye on him. In the camera, I can see him. He's fine. I'm just going to bring this over. Oh, set this up over here, right next to the little one right there. There. Turn my light on. This. And we got a little one there. Are you shaking? You were shaking in the tub. I'm going to try to wipe all of this off. This water. Look at those teeth. He's got major front teeth there. Yeah, get your ears. Get the body. Okay, wipe the most off. We don't want to dry him with the dryer too long. Oh, see, sometimes when you're grooming your dog, you'll hear some burps. Sometimes they'll even fart. Little farts. Little toot toots. That's anxiety, that's stress, see? So most dogs that come in will be shaking like this. They know what's coming. They know the big dryer, the lady that just won't let go of them. There. Huh? Not an easy task, huh? Not an easy thing to go through. There. All right. All right, I'm going to show you the little... I got these little things here. Is that going to fit you? We're going to put your towel on like this. It's just a little... Yeah, tie it up. Look how cute you are. I got this especially for you. Yes, I did. Let's do that. And we're going to tie it up here just to be sure the little one. Bear with me, guys. It's the first time I'm throwing this on, so at least while I do his ears, he'll be nice and warm like that. There. And I'll have some happier viewers too, because some viewers are not happy with me that I was doing your ears while you were wet. I prefer doing it while they're wet, because when I'm cleaning the eyes, it's wet solution. If I have to wipe their bum, it's wet, and they're all dry, so I want them all dried and cleaned out and get all the poopers and everything out before I dry them. I don't like having to have dirty anything. This is how I work, and that's what it is, guys. That's how I work. All right, so I'm gonna clean his ears. I'm gonna use 2 different pads here. I'm gonna go in one ear. Do you need any plucking or anything? No, he's all good. He doesn't need plucking. See? Clean that out. There's one ear. Let's throw it out and do another round here. And then we're gonna dry. I'm gonna check your bum first. Gotta make sure that your bum is okay. Your ears are fine. Done with that. We don't need to use any solution for your eyes in front here. You're not dirty. You just had a few poopers there. Let's see your back end. Show me your back end. Yep, show the back. He's all good. All right, Mr. Fluff. I'm gonna put a little bit of alcohol there and there. And yeah, I'm going to take this off, put a little bit of spray, conditioning spray. Take this off. How did you like your little bath robe? Your bathrobe here. Oh yeah, it's all nice and warm in there. Yeah. Okie dokie. So, no, I don't really need this. Sorry, guys. I'm just used to taking it out. When they're small like this, I don't usually use one. So I'm going to put a little bit of this conditioning spray on him. And back here, too, just lightly in my hand. Remember, guys, I told you guys he squirms. He does not like the dryer. So you may see him wanting to fight a little. But we do what we can. Remember, I will do what I can with him. Okay? Let's do this. I'm gonna dry. And check your tail here. I like to get that, these knots out a little bit. I'm holding that hair so that I'm not pulling. I'm just pulling like on the hair that is held. Not from the, it's not ripping anything out. So let's just dry this guy. Okay. I'm gonna pull out my trusty mask. And I'm going to dry him. Trouble here. All right, so it's time to get his face done, and I'm not too sure he's gonna let me do it with this one. Let's see, his dryer. I'm gonna bring this up a bit. Sorry for that. I only got 2 hands, remember guys. Okay, still shaking? Not because you're cold, because you're stressed. So the shaking can be either because of being cold or because of anxiety, stress. Yeah, it's a stressful thing to get all dried up and washed and being stuck on a table like this. Okay, so I'm gonna try with this little dryer here. See how it goes. If you do dry with a force dryer and you don't have this little dryer, you need to be sure that you bring your force dryer very far away from the dog's face. It will be blowing a little wind in his face, but you gotta be far and kind of move it around to be sure they're not, you know, not getting too much. But sometimes if they really don't tolerate the drying, just don't finish off the face with the dryer. Do what you can. I prefer the dog not be too stressed. That's how I do it. Like he's being fussy about this. He's not like biting at it, and it's not out of his mind, you know. Some dogs will be just like so all over the place with this that it's like it's time to stop. You gotta know when it's time to stop. You're okay. And coming in and combing again, brushing again will help dry that hair because it separates. And you see I'm coming in, but I'm coming in this angle. I'm not going in his ear. I'm in front of his ear. If I was in his ear, he'd be shaking his head, believe me. Sometimes when there's a little bit of air that gets there, they shake their heads. You don't like the dryer. This lady's being a bugger. Am I being a bugger? Yeah. This side's not that bad. I'll let the rest of that side dry, air dry, keeping his ear down. If I am to come in this way, I will keep the ear down. You know, he's not too happy about this. I'm giving him a little break here, like a comb break from the dryer. Mom wants his ears to pop up the best that I can get them to pop back up. Some dogs, their ears just won't pop back up. You know, you'd figure, oh, there's too much weight on that ear, so you try to take the weight off by taking some of the, you know, by layering. But then, like there's one dog that I groom, and she hadn't had him groomed in a long while. And then she says, oh no, his ears do pop back up. I had to actually shave the ear, and it wouldn't even pop back up, even if I shaved the ear. That cartilage sometimes will, you know, the ear will break. You know, just fall back down. Okay, that's enough. Sorry. I'm sorry, I blew it a little bit in your face. I blew that there. So yeah, sometimes that little ear will just break and not an actual break, but you know what I mean. It'll just flop back down. You done with that? All right. We'll let the rest dry alone. There you go. That's a good shake. All right, so let's give you a nice little brush here. See how that's going. I'm gonna go put my is my filter back on? Yeah. That tail, there's some stuff going on in there. I don't want to have to work all of that, so I'm going to come in and snip some of that out, guys. I don't want him to endure too much of the brushing. A little brushing is fine, just not too much. No. If the client really wants that tail to stay nice, they really have to do some work at home also. So it really isn't up to the groomer to sit there for an hour and try to get all those knots out. I would not want to put a dog through that when there's too much. I do. It depends on, sometimes I will. Like it depends on the dog. There are some dogs that just really don't mind. You know, I'll work some knots and I'll take some out. But this one, you can see that he's really, look at him, how his, you know, his ears are down. He's shaking. I want him off the table as soon as I can get him off the table. You got to think of the stress level, you know. And that's what I do anyway. So just so you know, I'm live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. If ever I am not there on the Wednesday, it might be because the client, either I don't have a client or the client for some reason couldn't make it. There was a cancellation or a no-show. That does happen. But in general, I'm always booked. And if any of that happens, well, I'll let you know in the community section. I'll leave a message. Sometimes I'll just do my live at 12:30 instead. Or maybe even on another day, depending on whatever. But in general, 10 a.m. Eastern time. And I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern time. And for those who don't know me, I'm Elizabeth Jenn, professional dog groomer since 2010. And there is a shave here. I don't know why that is shaved like that. I don't know what Mom did at home. What happened at home? Something must have happened at home. Did you have a big knot there? Mom wanted to take that out? See how he's pulling? I'm holding his leg lightly. These little ones, when they pull, they could, you know, pull that leg right out of their socket from how hard they pull. They are tough little ones. I don't want that to happen. Softly in this area, always softly between the legs is all good. He's fine here too. I don't think he has any knots in the back. There, he's good. You're good. Good to go. I'm gonna shave his pads. You know, sometimes I film a little more educational. Sometimes my videos are a little more educational. I kind of like explain as I go if there's something to explain, and sometimes they're a little more educational. And sometimes, well, I just like to just chit chat. So I'm just going to get rid of all of this here. And right above also, because when he urinates, you'll get that there. I'm gonna have a look here. It's got some more. Gotta be really careful in this area, guys, of course. Obviously, that skin is really, really thin. He's good there. You do under his arms? Right there. You do the other one. He didn't even have any knots, but I just like to make sure that stays short under there. I'm gonna take this off here. It's hot. So we're gonna do his little feet. Little feet. Oh, your card is on the ground. This card just fell. Would you like a treat? Would you like a treat? You're being a good boy. Here's a little treat. Yeah. Kiss. Can I have a kiss? There you go. I'll give you another one after, okay? I don't want to excite you. Oh, I think the rain is coming. It's getting dark out there. So he's not really sure with his feet. He doesn't like that I play around with his feet. So we're gonna do, here, I'm gonna try to lift both legs. Sometimes you gotta try different. No, that won't work. Okay, because he's being this way, I am going to take a longer blade. Now this is a 10 blade because I don't want to cut him. When I'm using a 30 blade, the 30 blade, if he's kicking around like that, there's always a better chance of cutting him. I prefer the 30 blade because it cuts nice and short. So I'm going to try the 10 blade, just do a little bit. And remember guys, we do the best we can with what we got. All right, I'll try the other leg. No. Are you going to try to bite? I just gave you a treat. Are you growling at me? No. I don't think so. No. Oh, we got some excitement. All right, so I'm going to have to come to this from behind. I'm going to keep him taut like this, so that he doesn't turn around and try to snip me. He's not a mean pup, but you know, you never know. He's still an animal, and those little bites can hurt. They sure can. I'm gonna poke a little hole in my finger. No, no, honey. Wait. No. No. Wait. Henry, wait. No. No. I have to keep saying no to him and holding his paw and wait till he relaxes. No. 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 Henry, Henry, Henry. You want to do it standing up? You prefer to do it standing up? You want to try standing? Hang on. You stand like this. Gonna do like this. Like that. Okay? I gotta take a little bit off. You have slippers there. There, can we do the other one too? No. Henry. Good boy. There, all done. We did the best we can. Okay, so as you noticed, you have to have a few different tricks up your sleeve to get things done. So I had to stand him and do it standing. Anyhow, and as I mentioned, a longer blade, if he's shaking around like that, you don't want to be using a 30 blade because that could just poke in and that could just really cut. Better to use a 10 blade when they're like this. Now I gotta do his nails. I'm gonna go in with, no, I'm gonna try this little Dremel. I don't think that's gonna work. Definitely don't think it's gonna work. I have my bigger ones here. And I also have my little snips. Where are they? Okay, there they are. Now he does not like me doing his nails. Are we gonna do this or are you gonna bite me? One. Here, we'll do it with the bigger ones, okay? One. You're okay, you're okay. Henry, you're okay, you're okay. Wait. No, he won't take the Dremel, that's for sure. Oh, that's not really a Dremel, but Henry, do we have to wait for Mom? We do this with Mom? Sometimes when they get too complicated, I'll wait for Mom. Wait, I still want to train you. Henry, how old are you? Let's see how old he is. 2021. You know, this is still a little one. You still need to learn. No. We're still learning, are we? No. No. Wait. Shh. Sit. Wait. No. It says that I have to sit you this way, yeah. We'll do it with Mom. I'll do it with your mother. See? You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. No, you're okay. So, no, you're okay. You're okay. No biting. No biting. Sit down. Wait a minute. Let's calm down. Huh? Look at that tongue. He's fighting hard. You're okay. We give a break. You're okay. I just gave you a treat too. I want to take a little bit off. There. Can we look at your thumb? How am I going to do your thumb if you're doing that? There, I did it. You doing the thumb? I got to stand up for this. Can we do this thumb? I can't put my head down. Yeah, I can't. And his head is in the way. You guys are probably not seeing this, but I got to get this done. Okay, I have to do it from behind like this. No. I got to hold him here. I got to hold his bum here because I don't want him pulling on that. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? I still have more to take out. No, you're just like my little Jace, are you? Okay, I still have more to take out. No growling. No. He's gonna end up taking a break. Eventually he'll get tired and he'll let me do it. No. These nails got to get done, whether you like it or not. Those nails are long. See? Getting it done. There's only one more to go. And it's always when there's the last one that's the hardest for some reason. Oh, it's not one more. You got your feet in the back. Got to do your back feet. There. Are we okay? Can we do the back feet? Some dogs just won't let you do the front feet. Some won't let you do the back feet. Some will let you do them all. Right now, I guess he's just tired right now from kind of fighting me like that. He's trying to bite me, but not bite me to hurt me. He's just trying to take my hand off of his foot. So he's kind of like nibbling at my... That's all it was. See, you're all good. You're all good. Can I have one more look at this here? See how that looks? Because a while ago, that looked like it needed a little more. There, took the hook off. The joys of grooming. We did it. We did it. Stay close, you. We did it, and I'm not going to even try that little, it's not that Dremel, it's just like a, it's a smaller Dremel. It's not a Dremel. Just a grinder, a small grinder. All right, so I'm going to start cutting here. So 10 millimeters. So we're going to do a 10 here. That is the purple Andis comb here. And that would be 3/8 inch. It's the number 2 blue comb. And now I'm going to put the 30 blade back on because that's what goes with this. That's the one that goes with this. And we're going to start sheathing some off. So we got it all done. You got your nails done, got your back done. So I'm going to do an X here. I'm going to come in on one side and then come and do this other side like this on the top. So I'm going this way and then I'm coming that way. Okay? Because that creates a nice blend on the top instead of coming straight down. Depending on the coat. The reason why I'm doing it this way for him is because he's got a lot of waves in his coat, and I just find that it looks better on a wavier, or you know, on coats that are like a hair, like a drop coat. There, that's much better. That looks a little more natural like that. The top. All right, so I'm going to do the sides here. So yeah, I was mentioning in another one of my videos that I'm thinking of, actually I'm not just thinking of it, I will do it, starting on the first Monday of February. I want to start doing Q&A videos, but not only Q&A, but anything that is in the comments that I feel need to be addressed more, you know, I would say publicly. It's already public, but that I feel that should be addressed. Sometimes I get some specific comments, you know, and I'll reply to that person explaining specific things because they'll have a question or they'll give a comment, and I feel that there are probably other people out there that need to hear that reply instead of just under my video, right? So that's what I think I'm going to be doing, is actually explaining or replying in one of my Q&A videos. And I think I'm thinking of doing the Q&As once, like every first Monday of the month. So yeah, so I would be featuring your question. on that. So I'll have a month to gather up some questions and whatnot, and then I'll be able to answer that. Behind that ear here. Let me get all of this here. Well, your hair did grow a lot since the last time I saw you. You were really due for a good groom. A good bath too. Nice shampoo and a nice facial. Let's do your belly. Show me your belly. So I think pretty much that's the only thing he doesn't like. You know, that I touch him on his feet. Doesn't like his feet touched. Okay, the rest will all be fixed with the scissors, so cut the rest with the scissors. Okay, that's pretty good. So funny because my clipper, when I turn it on, it's the same note as my pump. I have a pump, an air pump for my fish, and it's on the same note. I just got it this last week. And every time I turn it on, it's like I'm hearing double. So 13 millimeter for his head. That's the orange Andis comb. That's the comb. This is number 1. And it's a 1/2 inch. And it's set on a 30 blade. Just gonna do the top of his head here. Come in slowly. Not your favorite thing again. That not your favorite thing again? Here, I'm done with the big loud machine. No more loud machines. Let's do the rest with the scissors. Let's get into the scissoring, okay? You're gonna let me just scissor your feet though? Can I do that? You're gonna let me do that? Go only around, oh yeah, this you'll let me do? I wanna get that paw pad. Going nice and slow, guys, with those scissors. You always got to be sure to check to see. Sometimes these pups, well not, I mean, sometimes pups will have that extra toe. They can have an extra toe on the side and the inside here. You got to feel for that. Not all dogs have it, but some do. And sometimes when they'll get their little operation done, the vet might just remove that. Because sometimes they're just dangling there and it could be dangerous that they just snag it and they start bleeding. They could get infection. Can I just do this a little, honey? He's just turning and turning. He doesn't want me to do this. You do what you can sometimes with these squiggly ones. You let mom or dad know that they're squiggly and you can't force it on them. So I've seen him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 times. This is visit number 9 already. Really? Visit number 9. Yeah, that's really. So let me know. You can comment and let me know if this is something, you know, these longer version videos, if this is something that you enjoy, you know, where I can just chit chat with you guys and you're just hanging out with me on my work day. You're hanging out with me at work. I'm not saying that I won't be going back to, you know, that I won't go back to editing. I mean, I do want to do some editing sometimes too, edited videos. I like doing that. It's less work for me though if I, you know, just film. The editing process can be tedious. It takes some work. But if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I do admit sometimes I don't always have much time, but we do it with what we got, right? So I'm just going to scissor along here and let you just watch my scissoring work. And just stay calm. I like working on my own like this. At one point I did, you know, work in a salon. Well, it was where I was taking my course. That didn't last very long. But anyhow, I just found it to be very loud and noisy, and the radio is on, and there's a whole bunch of groomers all together. Everyone's, you know, it's nice. I mean, everyone's just chit-chatting and talking together. But you got a lot of dogs in there howling and crying. I didn't like that. I just needed, you know, it to be a little more peaceful and quiet. I prefer quiet. See, I'm noticing there are some scissor marks. And I'm going to fix that with some scissor over comb. Just going to come and nip the ends. Just nipping the ends of this here. I prefer it to look a little more natural. If your dog turns, you bring him back. Settle them in, just the tips. There, better. There, turn. And if it's calm, the chances are your dog's going to be a lot calmer. Let's just say it helps. I'm just trying to pull everything in on one side and then on the other side, and I'm eyeing it, right? Can be tricky. Gotta watch for that little toe there. More. Right. I'm gonna use these thinners here just to soften the tip of those toes a bit. And I'm seeing places where I'm needing a little more softening. Like in here. Not always easy. Sometimes you'll have those scissor marks and look, there, eh? Try to get rid of them. Can I do this? Come all the way down and try to blend that in. There. Whew. Right there. That's fine. Oop, you're losing your balance. I'm just gonna fluff this up like that and go straight down. These tiny little legs. These little legs. That bone in there. It's about the size of my bone, my finger. There's not much bone in there. That would break easily, if not handled properly. I have a client that fell on top of his dog. It was the middle of the night. He got up to go to the bathroom. Fell on top of the dog. He tripped. And the poor little pup's back ended up breaking, hurting him in his back, whatever, and he ended up at the vet's in the middle of the night. These little ones, they like to just step right out in front of us. Always got to be looking out for them. And they tend to be our shadows. I know that my little Morkie is like, he's always in front of me. Like, holy. I'll do this first. I'm trying to get rid of some bulk, so I'd rather use my scissors first. Okay. But not so bad, it's not so bad. And here we got too much. These are not the right ones for that. Here. Okay. All right. To the side here. Hang on, I gotta hold his head straight. He's trying to turn his head, so I'm just holding his head so he doesn't turn it, because I have some scissors here and I don't want him turning. It's not for you to see, it's for me to see. Come finish that off after. I'm gonna come back here, finish this leg and go to the front. Remember, once again, if there's a toe on the side here, it can be on the side right here. The last thing you want to do is snip that. You want to shape all of this. See, all of that needs some shaping. Just gonna shape the top part of the foot. Best I can. Try to get into that curvature. I'm using straights for this. You can use your curves. I usually use my curves, but I'm using my straights. And all I'm doing is following that leg, the shape of that leg. He's still shaking. See him shaking? And it's not because it's cold in here, guys. It's because he's stressed. He's got some anxiety going. And I'm being sure to hold his little pee-pee there because I don't want to snip that. Move that tail out of the way. I'm just going to bring him forward. He's going to have some hair here that I need to take out. Can you stand straight? Thank you. Turn your head. I'm just going to come all the way down to his foot, down to the table. Get the inside part here. Lift that up again. Maybe do it one more time. There. It's not so bad, huh? It's not so bad. We shaped that leg. Come in the back. I'm going to do the inside. I mean, you see me do one dog, you see me do them all. It's always pretty much the same thing except for the character of the dog. This is a very good dog to groom except for his feet. He's not too acceptant of the feet. Maybe eventually one day he'll let me do it. So if you didn't have his little operation here, you'd have to protect this area. And it's best to not hold the dog up by his tail, but to hold his tail up. Very different than holding him up by the tail. I'm just holding his tail up. Sometimes they'll want to sit while I'm holding it up, and then I'll push them back up like that. I don't want to be causing any strain here. So what's going on with the tail? It looks like there was not much of a flag done last time. There's something about the tail that I don't know. Let me read this a second. Nope. So we are going to give him a nice little flag. And that should be good enough. I just want to be sure. I usually come back in a second time just to be sure. Hang on. See how he wants to sit? If they just keep wanting to sit, then you try to do it with them sitting down. That's okay, that's fine. All of this, see, that's junk, that's gotta go. And these scissors, they cut. It takes more than one snip because they have teeth here. So you gotta cut, 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 cut. It's what makes a nice soft look. So if you're seeing me cut with the scissors and a whole bunch of times, it's not because they're not cutting. It's because it's the kind of scissor. And the more teeth you have on those scissors, the more you're going to have to go through the cutting motion because they cut smaller chunks at a time. So for his head, I just want to be sure. You already had a shave down when you were younger, eh? So really, really short jaw. And contour your ears. Okay, we're doing a contour. Legs sit short so ears pop up. Let's see if your ears will pop up. You want to sit down? So we're going to go all around his ear, guys. I'm just going to hold the tip of his ear. I'm going to give you guys a little more view here. Put my mask back on. You're not done, little one. Sit your bum. Sit your bum. So we're going to do a contour, which I'm going to take about maybe a little, like half off. If this was a Yorkie, this is, it would be different. Morkies, I do a round tip. Yorkies, I do a pointy tip. Except for my little Jace, I give Mickey Mouse ears, so he has the little Mickey Mouse ears. So I'm just gonna contour these ears like this. And the reason why I'm doing this is because she just wants nice and short. My client wants nice and short so those ears can pop right back up. So I'm gonna do my best to try to give her that. I'm gonna see what happens here. I'm just gonna snip some of this out. The more hair they have on their ears, the droopier, their ears are gonna just go down. I will finish the ears after. I'm just taking most of it off, chunking it off, and then I'll come finish the ears after. I'm gonna get to the face. Again, Morkies, I like to round out that tip, unless the client asks me for something else. And it's not a standard to do it like that. It's just how I do it. The Yorkie gets a tipped ear, nice and pointy. And the Morkie gets a nice round ear when they visit me. I might as well just do it this way here. Yeah, from behind. Could have done this from the front. I'll do more after. All right, so I'm just gonna cut some of this out here. Back up a bit, see better. Look at all that. That's gotta go. We'll use the tiny scissors. Here, we use the tiny scissors. Just take the bulk out. Let's go. There. Wow, you're starting to see something? Are you seeing something? A little more. I'm just gonna bring this in here like that, that little, I call this a beak. Pull that in. I'm just gonna snip that out with this. Just with the tips. Oh yeah, he really needed that. So I'm gonna come to the top of his eyebrows. She wants nice and short, remember guys. Round that out. Come in the corners here, same thing. And I'm going to take also in the front on the top also off. I'm always holding in an angle. Like we'll say this is his bridge of his nose. I'm not cutting like this flat. I have an angle and I'm coming in like this so that I don't snag anything. Yeah, you can move around all you want. You're getting your hair cut. Yeah, you're getting your hair cut. All right. Okay. Take this off. Do your chin. Do you think you could stand for me? Like that? A little better for me. So he doesn't have any sagging skin under here, so he's fine to cut. But when they have sagging skin, you gotta be careful. You don't want to cut their skin. He's young and he doesn't have any sagging skin. They're just going straight across, guys. There. I'll come back in anyway. I know I will. So as soon as I pull all of this out in front, he's gonna want to lick. I'm just holding his mouth closed the best I can. There. No. I'm kind of pressing down on his lips so he doesn't stick his tongue back out. I'm gonna pull his ear up like that. And I'm going to, oops, keep your head straight, honey. Stick that tongue back in. When their tongues are out like that, they could, you know, when you hold them, sorry guys, when you hold that mouth closed, he sticks his tongue like that and I close his mouth, I could cause him to bleed. He could bite his tongue. So you gotta kind of try to help him along and put that tongue back in. You just push with your finger and say, stick your tongue in. The little one sticks his tongue in. So she wants shorter than what I usually do, okay? So that's what I'm gonna give her, shorter than what I usually do. Right now, this is about approx what I would usually do, an approx. Clean out the back here. Okay, doesn't want this. So I'm gonna lift this up. I'm not really enjoying my scissors right now. And I'm gonna come in real close and flat, right to the side of his eye here. She wants nice and short. We're gonna give her nice and short. So you got to be sure to write it down in your, on their card to be sure that next time around you give them the same thing. If you're not writing down what you're doing, it'll be hard to give them the same result. It's like a recipe, And people come back. When they like the recipe, they come back for that recipe. Those ears are popping up a little more. Okay, so I'm gonna fluff this up a bit and we're gonna come and do a nice round right to the top. She really likes really short, so no, she's just moving his head, bobbing his head back and forth. See? So that's shorter than what I usually do. So that's fine. That's what she likes, it's what she gets. Hold all of that back. Get rid of all of that. Got way too much, oops, way too much hair there. Oh, I knocked you. Sorry. Sorry, little one. I moved too fast. It does happen. Accidents do happen, guys. But he's okay. I bumped his nose a bit. I'm just trying to take the most hair I can get off so that around his ears so that he can pop those ears up as high as he can for Mom. My elbow in the way. Gotta go in shorter on this side here, so we're gonna lift this up. We'll do this like this right along, right next to his eye, right there. Okay. Fluff all of that up. Make it nice and round. Bring this forward. What's that? He's got all of these whiskers here. So at this point, this is where I'm just going to be looking to see what's sticking out. Sometimes I gotta hold those ears up, and I got my thumb right. There's a little V shape where his bone is, under where his tongue lays. You can just relax your finger into there. And what are you looking for? And what are you hearing? Hang on, hang on. What are you hearing? There's a little sticky thing here. There's nothing there on that side. What are you looking for? You know, he's hearing little cracks in the kitchen. Little snap, crackle, pops in the kitchen. Some say, oh, don't cut their whiskers. That's their guidance system. You know, they used to, I was reading about that, and apparently they're fine. They do fine. I think cats, it's worse. You can't do cats, I think. The dogs are fine. They manage, it has to do with their balance or something. But in school, they never mention anything about that, and I asked ChatGPT, and they said that they do fine. So we can keep on keeping on. No. You gotta hold your ear. There's a reason why I'm holding your ear. It's because I don't want to cut your ear. Put your head down. No. You gotta hold that ear down. I think I go a little shorter on the other side here. There's just a little longer. Gotta hold your head straight. Hold your head straight. Take some more of this off here. Bring this up. You know, not always easy. Imagine doing someone's hair like this, where the client keeps turning their head. You think Mom's gonna think it's short enough? Is that going to be short enough? She tells me short. Should I go shorter? Just a little shorter. Maybe get in there shorter. Because to me it looks fine like this, but all right, he's not having it anymore. He doesn't want me to do this anymore. My elbow's in the way. All right. Does that seem to be good enough? Not good enough? All right, I think that's good enough. I'm just gonna have a look, guys, and see if there's any sticky outies. And I'm gonna thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And I will see you in the next groom. Take care, guys. Bye.
Hey there, pet parents and grooming gurus. If you enjoyed my tail-wagging transformations and want more tips to keep your furry friends looking fabulous, just hit that subscribe button. Remember, every click helps spread the love and lathers of grooming joy. Subscribe now and let's embark on this fluffy journey together.